What's up, guys? Jay Lee here. Another Northwoods podcast. Today I'm going to talk about something that's pretty interesting as far as what being labeled too nice says about female nature. Now, this is something that I myself have fallen into. There's a few different ways to look at this. First of all, guys who are too nice, I believe, fundamentally aren't very attractive men. They're guys who are not good-looking guys. And it's something that I've had to come to terms with in my life to some degree. Women have been attracted to me at different times. I'm tall, I'm in good shape. I think that makes up for a lot. But as far as my face, I don't think I'm ugly per se, but I don't think I'm great looking either. I've got a good personality that makes up for it, but ultimately, human beings are just, we're shallow. We're attracted to what we're attracted to, and can, nobody can make it so that they're attractive. We're just born with what we're born with, right? And that's why it's something that's been eternally unfair. Genetically, biologically, our looks are not something that's under our control at all. We're just born with it or we're not, and we just get on with life. And that is why, people who are so attractive, people who are very good looking, it's rare to meet somebody like that, guy or girl, who didn't take it for granted and who didn't, act like they accomplished it or they deserve it or something like that. That has been something that is, I've always noticed that, particularly women, very vain, right? Women are very vain. We get along, we get on with our life. We get along with our life. We still live. We all want to live. We all want to, but it's made a lot of us depressed, you know. Unfortunately, humans are just shallow. With that said, I want to talk about why, being labeled too nice is a reflection of female nature. Now, if you are not as attractive, if you're a jerk and are an asshole, women will be more attracted to you. And this is something about female nature that they're just very shallow. They're very materialistic and outward. Even their female nature, they want, I want a strong guy. They're attracted to a strong guy, right? Like I said, if you're an attractive guy, you can get away with being nice. Okay. But if you're not an attractive guy, you'll be called too nice. You'll be put in the friend zone. You'll be labeled as if you're too nice. But let me make it clear, being nice is okay. There's nothing wrong with being nice. Now, if you want to get laid, it's probably not a good look. It's not a good strategy to be too nice. You're probably going to want to try to be a jerk a little bit more. You're going to want to be a little aloof. You're going to have to try to figure out how to be a bad boy, how to go after things that you want a little bit better, as opposed to being too nice. And you will get put in that zone. Like I said, a good-looking guy can get away with being nice, right? Girls won't view it as weak. They won't view him as manipulative or whatever dumb excuse a lot of these women say when they're really just not attracted to the guy. That's the truth. I'm just not attracted to you. Rarely hear that. I hear it every once in a while. They say things like, "Oh, he's just too nice," and this plays with the guy's head. He's like, "Oh, I'm too nice. Maybe I shouldn't be more nice." And then he becomes a jerk. And then when he becomes a jerk, a lot of times he won't get the good reaction. He'll be like, "Well, geez, I thought they said I was too nice, so I had to be more." So he doesn't understand that he's just not attractive because women aren't upfront about that. Maybe they feel like, oh, I want to save the guy's feelings or whatever. I don't want to hurt his feelings. It's better to just have an honest woman that says, I'm just not attracted to this guy, as opposed to a guy, or as opposed to leading the guy on and saying, oh, he's just too nice, because then he thinks, oh, it's something I got to work on with my attitude or my behavior. There's nothing wrong with your behavior, your attitude, or your personality. Fact is you're just not that good looking. That's the truth. Okay. Now, with that said, some guys are kind of on the fence. They're not terrible looking. They're not the best looking guys. They're kind of on the fence. Those guys are the guys who benefit from being more of a jerk, being more assertive, being more coy, being more aloof, being more playful, being more bad boyish. Okay. I'm kind of on the fence a little bit. I'm not the worst looking guy, but I'm not great looking. At certain angles, I'm probably not that good looking. I would say, for the most part, I'm probably not that good looking. But, I'm tall, I'm in shape, certain care, I dress nice. So there's certain things I make up for. Certain girls are attracted to me. Some girls are attracted to me, but they're going to make me work for it. They're going to play hard to get, and I'm going to have to really show them that I'm high status or high quality and a bad boy, and it's very difficult for me. Okay, but given that position that I'm in, I'm able to learn a lot about female nature, right? What does it mean if a guy's too nice? It's not, it's not necessarily not masculine to be nice. It's just, bottom line, he's probably not that attractive, but also, being too nice is a little boring. She wants a guy to be, you know, daring and maybe a little dark, bad boy, right? And this says something about female nature. You know, it's a weird nature, and it. I guess you could say people have surmised over the years that the reason why women are like this is because they need to, procreate, and in order to procreate well, they need a man who has quality genes, and the guys who have quality genes, the guys who survive, are the guys who are kind of clever, and the guys who are kind of strong, and the guys who are kind of, a step ahead, and those guys are usually guys who are kind of evil. They're kind of, plotty. I don't know the right word, but they're just not nice, because nice guys finish last. This is what we learn. Nice guys, you know, aren't quality genes to pass on. But I say there's nothing wrong with being nice in this world. It's fine, as long as you got goals, as long as you're going forward towards your goals. There's nothing wrong with being a nice guy. I don't like jerks, and the fact that women like jerks says a lot about their nature. It really does. And in order to get a woman, you gotta become a jerk. That's a sad world, but it's a sad world. Learn to be a jerk. And the time that I was the most successful with women was not when I had the nicest clothes. Was not when I was in my best shape. It was when I was a jerk. That's the time I had the best luck with women. And that told me a lot about female nature. That told me a lot about, it showed me what I could learn from the fact that women were not into nice guys. Oh, okay. And I like being a nice guy. I genuinely like being a nice guy because I like helping people. I like being kind to people. I like, being supportive of people who are going through hard times. There's guys out there who are genuine assholes, genuine jerks, who want to put others down, and girls go for that kind of guy. And it's just like, okay, why? And like, why? What does that say about your nature? So, but I would say, if I had to give advice to nice guys, I would say be more assertive. Go for what you want. Instead of being overly kind, be honest, be genuine, genuinely share, try to genuinely be more interesting as opposed to trying to, relate with somebody on a, or trying to, build rapport with somebody, particularly a female, on a kind note, and because they'll put you in that category. Oh, he's agreeing with everything I say. This guy's not a challenge. He's he's being so nice and kind because he must want something from me. At least that's what they say. I don't know if that's 100% true, but bottom line is, I think the biggest thing is that you're not a challenge. The biggest thing is that you come across lower value the more amiable you are. Guys who are higher value, unfortunately, tend to be assholes. So they view that as, he's he's a challenge. A lot of women must want him. I'm gonna chase him. If I can't chase him, then I don't want him, kind of thing. So you kind of got to flip the script, and you got to flip the dynamic, and make her attracted to you by presenting a more of a challenge as opposed to just being an amiable, agreeable person. You gotta present more of a challenge. However you can figure that out. Okay, so that's my advice.